guys, it's Full Cards here, live and direct from Brooklyn, New York. And from me today I have a box of 1997-1998 Leaf International Hockey from Donruss. Old school box covered in moss rust floss, I guess. So configuration, 6 cards per pack, 24 packs per box, which would amount to 144 cards. Base set, I believe, is 1 through 50. There may be some others, I'm not entirely sure. There are parallels. The Universal Ice would be a 250 print run, which is actually kind of delimited for this era. There are inserts. The banner seasons are numbered to 3,500. Fire on Ice would be numbered to 1,000. Lindros Collection game used mems numbered to 100. So I assume those are Holy Grails. I'm not sure. We'll find out. And Pipe Dreams numbered to 2,500. And so the rookies, I think Steve Shields in here. I think Backlot Prospel's in here. I'm not sure who else. I don't know if they have Cocoon or any others, but we'll find out. Oh, and one thing I wanted to do actually, I just wanted to say what's up and give a shout out to Dale Howardchuck, who's battling cancer. That's the first thing I wanted to do. The other thing I wanted to address really quickly is on occasion, I do have to deal with gay bashing and homophobic slurs. So I find it, there's a lot of meatheads out there, and I know that they're outliers and most people are pretty tolerant, but like in Canada, the Bill of Rights is pretty clear that we do not discriminate based on race, national origin, color, religion, or sex. And it's a basic fundamental human right. So don't come on these boards and start doing that as if it's cool. It's not cool. If you're wondering about my own sexuality, firstly, it isn't relevant and it shouldn't matter to you. I'm not gay. I'd happily be gay. I mean, a bunch of our Canadian nationals I know on the women's team are gay. So get over it. You can't on the one hand be thumping on the Constitution about your freedoms and then at the same time denying other people their freedoms, right? Because our own freedom, individual freedom, goes as long and as extended and as broad until it starts curtailing other people's freedoms. And, hate speech is not free speech. It's delimiting other people's lives. So just keep that in mind, guys. I'm not going to allow homophobic comments on my threads. Whether I'm a liberal or a conservative shouldn't matter to you at all. Who cares, guys? Get over it. If you want to do that, go to other threads. There are a bunch of other boneheads out there who are like-minded and hang out on their threads, okay? I just have to say that because it's just not right. So let's do it, guys. Let's rock and roll through it. So we do have the seal. I thought I popped it. Here. Someone had asked for Metal Universe, Leaf Metal Universe. This is a Donruss product. Unfortunately, from about this year, I did not have that in my closet. I did have this one though. So let's pop these open. Let's see what they're saying. The fact that I have to make a statement like that is mind-numbing to me, but I thought I'd address it. So Dominicelli, Stevie Y, Chris Pronger, Chris Osgood, Chad Kilger, and this would be Damon Lankow. So these are pretty shiny, guys. Let's look at the backs, and they are hella busy, super busy. Okay. I feel like the packs are seamed the wrong way, if that's a thing. Continuing on, we have Eric Lindros, we have Pat Verbeek, and here we have an insert of some form, and we do have this cool Fractal, I believe, Matrix of Dougie Wade. Okay. Niedermeyer, Joey Juneau, and that'd be Corey Hirsch. Fractal Universe was not one of the things listed on the checklist, for what it's worth. We have Mark Moose Messier, Mark Doug Messier, if you will, Andrew Chuck, Steve Shields. So I believe that this one here is a rookie card, the Steve Shields, Joey Newendike, Brian Savage, and Paul Coffey. I think I have to turn these upside down to open them properly. There's Bill Ranford, Brandon Moore, Eddie the Eagle. This is Cousineau, Marcel Cousineau, I believe. And that would be Theo Fleury, as well as Dino Cicerelli of your Caps and of your Stars. Trevor Linden, Mark Recchi, now Coach, Recchi, Daniel Cleary. This is a checklist. This would be the checklist. Card 150, last card in the set. Jeff Sanderson, Luke Robitaille, as well as a Mike Ricci sighting. Shanahan, Darcy Tucker with the halves early on, Felix Potvin, Eric Fichot, a Michael Pekka, and this Ken Raggett sighting. Oh, we have something cool in here. I don't know what that is. It looked like a die cut. I don't know this set, so I'll find out what that die cut is. Ethan Morrow, Ruchin, Ronnie Hextall, Ray Shepard, and behind the Anson Carter early in his career, we have a Philadelphia Flyer, I believe, and I believe it's a Johnny LeClaire. Look at this thing, number to 3,500. So this is one of the banner seasons. What a cool die cut. This is a very, very cool insert. I love it. Number to 3,500, cool insert. So I don't know the frequency of those. I don't know if we get 1 or 2 of them per box. Obviously 3,500 is not delimited, so it's probably easy to complete that set or buy that set for a few bucks, I imagine, on eBay. But nice to hit the Johnny LeClaire, ex-Hab, Stanley Cup champ, Paul Kariya, Grant Fuhr. We have another thing here. I'm not sure what it is. It feels different. We have a Damian Rhodes, Wade Redden, a Chris Gratton, and we have a Ray Bork, and it is one of these things. So this is really cool. I don't know what they call these things. I guess it's the Ice Parallels. It must be the Ice Parallel. So these are, I believe, 250 print. Very cool. Cardi, Jelena, Ray Bork. So we can compare and contrast. So this is one of the early rainbow foils, and it's called an Ice, I believe. Universal Ice. Similar but different. And we have a Donald Odette, Darren Krupa sighting, and Rem Murray. Very plasticky packs. Chris Phillips, a Vinny Donfus, last Habs 40 goal scorer, Kirk McLean, and we have the Andrew Castles, who's also on the Habs, also on Hartford, and a Sean Burke, and this is just a Ed Jovanovski. I believe he was a first overall. I'm kind of liking these. I'm kind of enjoying these. Probably give them away, of course, like I do everything. Owen Nolan, Marty Brodeur. We have another insert here. We have Patrick Lalime, Dougie Gilmore, Mike Vernon. Really cool Marty Brodeur here. These feel, I don't know why this one feels different. No, I guess they all feel this way. And this here is another insert. So it's a Gamers. And it's another fractal of sorts. Really interesting insert, isn't it? So these Gamers are a continuation of the base set above and beyond 170. So that's interesting to know. Interesting to note. The Gamers. I think they're also Day in the Life. There's some other what would be perceived as inserts, but they're actually short lists, I guess, at the end of the checklist. We have Steve Sullivan. We have Jose Theodore. Jeff Hackett also has goaltender. We have Ron Francis, York, and Eric Daze. We have another checklist, I believe. Eddie the Eagle, Ray Bork again, Brendan Shanahan, a Ryan Smith, 6th overall in 1994, I believe. Jamie Storr, and Mark Denis checklist. Someone made Mark Denis the checklist. Mark Denis is a broadcaster in Quebec, of course, and he's one of the better ones in the business. Super analytical, super on point, super switched on, super well primary sourced. Mark Messier, Marty Brodeur. Here's the Wayne Gretzky, guys. Pretty decent Wayne Gretzky card right there. Jason Arnott. Look at this Cujo. And Scott Mellenby. See if we can strike a few more of these crazy inserts. Paul Correa, Vinny Donruss again, Eric Lindros, Stéphane Fissette, Pierre Turgeon, and Adam Oates. Adam Oates, one of the assist leaders. I think Joe Thornton recently passed him for 7th overall. Joe Thornton, assists. One of my favorite players. Joe Thornton. Stevie Y, Jocelyn Thibault, 10th overall, 193. Yuck. Alexandre Deg, one of the biggest bucks, along with Yakupov, etc. Corey Schwab, Chris Osgood, and Chad Kilger. Our last stanza, guys. Oh, we have something here. Ooh, we have another one of those banners, I think. Cool. So we have a Keith Primo. We have a Domicelli, which is one of our first cards. Oh wait, we have 2 things here. Let's see. Well, we hit the Patrick, so we can now rest easy. Jeff Friesen, nice career. And which one should we look at first? Let's look at the Todd Bertuzzi. And the Todd Bertuzzi, that is just a base card that was turned upside down, I think. That's strange. But we did hit the Brian Berard banner season. So again, this would be number 2, 3,500. Brian Berard really came out of the gates well. Unfortunately, got injured, as we all know. Wayne Gretzky, Joe Sakic, Trevor Kidd, Jeff Friesen. I think he retired because of injury, but obviously the eye was the one thing he's really remembered for. Joey Juneau and Corey Hirsch, I think that was. All right, my friends. Adam Graves, Joe Thornton checklist. Love seeing that. His rookie year, of course, was 97, 98. He was drafted 1st overall in 97, so. Joe Nieuwendyk, Brian Savage again, Paul Coffey, and another one inside. So there you go. So this one is in fact a Mike Greer parallel. Joe Thornton, in his year prior to entering the NHL, I think in 96, 97, put up 122 points with the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds. Guess who else played for Sault Ste. Marie? I'll let that sit with you guys. Stevie Y, Chris Pronger, Daniel Cleary, Dino Ciccarelli again. There we have the Theo Fleury and the Steve Ruchin. Gretzky had 182 points with Sault Greyhounds in 64 games, to give you an idea what Gretzky was saying back in the day. And Pat Verbeek, Mark Messier, Steve Shields, Ronnie Hextall, Ethan Morrow, and Mike Pekka. For all you Mike Pekka fans out there. That looks like a Mike Ricci sighting. Bill Ranford, Brendan Moore, Andrew Chuck, Cuisino, Luc Robitaille, and Mike Ricci. Let's see if we can score anything else in this. Seems to be an insert here. We have Eric Lindros. Let's put this in the back here. We have Eric Fichaud again, Redden, Ken Reggett, Trevor Linden, and this is a Jeff Hackett who was on the Habs. Oh, look at this. So this is like a gold. It's a Fractal Matrix. Nice. I gather this one's rare. And some truck just punked itself outside, so let me just do this quick pack even with the noise. So interesting. I'm not sure what that is. Eddie the Eagle, Mark Recchi, Shanahan, Grattan. We have a Damien Rhodes. We have Todd Bertuzzi, and then a sports card survey. Donruss wants to invite me to volunteer information. There you go, guys. This is the worst insert I've ever received. That's it, guys. An interesting box of this stuff. I learned that there are more parallels than what they said on the box or in the checklist. All right, guys, time for the recap. Fun break, interesting break. Very silvery material in our possession here. Wayne Gretzky. Look at these cards, though. Eric Lindros, really cool-looking cards. Messier, Louis Brodeur, and they have sort of like a tacky, textured feel to them. Huh. Eric Lindros, everything you'd want from Leaf back in the day. So we received 136 cards. The problem is of the 150, except there are hella duplicates, just mad amount of duplicates, unfortunately. So we probably didn't get close to completing the set. And then in terms of base parallels, we do have these two cats here. We have Doug Waite and Jeff Hackett. So this is a Fractal Matrix, both 34th overall picks actually. He played over 1,000 games. And Jeff Hackett, a pretty decent long career, like I don't know how many years, 15 years in the league, something akin to that on the Habs and Blackhawks and San Jose, etc. So this appears to be a gold, and this appears to be a non-gold, a silver, whatever it is. So those would be our Fractal Matrix parallels. In terms of our Universal Ice parallels, so these would actually be these rainbow Universal Ice. They're also pretty textured. We have the Mike Greer as well as Ray Bork, first all-time in defenseman for points, and he was an 8th overall back in 1979, so back in the day. So there we have those two cats. And then above and beyond the 150 card checklist, you do have these gamers, and we hit the Peter Forsberg, who is 8th all-time, I believe, for Sweden points, but had some injury issues in his career. Otherwise, was one of the best players to ever play in the league. And in terms of die-cut inserts, we did receive 2 of these banner seasons. Number to 3,500, 33rd overall was John LeClair and Stanley Cup champ on my Montreal Canadiens, as well as Brian Berard, who obviously had some injuries, but he was the first overall by the Sens back in the day, lest anyone forget. But they're really, really cool looking cards, banner die cuts, which is something you don't usually see in the hobby. It's very unusual to see a card looking like that. I love it. So that's basically it, guys. It is the last opportunity for you guys to get into my contest, so please be sure to get in it to win it. Sub, like, hashtag Dryden. Also, turn on your notifications and so on, because I am not within suggested videos, because I'm not a chaser and I am not a release day breaker. I do vintage stuff, of course, and things you will not see elsewhere on YouTube with a mindset that's different. So please be sure to sub, like, hashtag Dryden. I have a be full cards live and direct from a place called Brooklyn, New York.
I'm alright.